Well, it is a big club, and we ain't in it. That's why they want to control the information that American people hear and see. Well, some hackers, they hacked into Peter Thiel's little secret list. My God, rich people are evil, and they think American people are stupid. Listen to how they've been playing us.
Agree that we don't trust these big tech businesses. We don't like the influence they're having on our lives and the lives of our kids. Well, if we want to do something about that, the right first step is to sunset Section 230.
They want to control the information that you receive off of social media. They don't want people waking up to the bullshit that these rich people have been throwing at us. See, the both sides narrative, left, right, up, down, you know, the usual shit you see on TV. It's all theater. It's all make-believe. While the rich joins these secret societies and piss on the rest of us. That's why things aren't working in America, because it's working exactly the way they want it. We're fighting amongst each other. Racism on the rise around the world. And one of them, they'll become a trillionaire. What has he done good? Nothing. But he was rewarded for being evil and given a Nazi salute. But wait till you hear who these people really are. Wake up, people.
It's not going to solve everything, but it is the right first step.
So he has this problem with the tech companies, but he's in the secret society group. He was on the registration list with many members that are part of big tech. This is all for more push for censorship and more push for control. But
You heard what she said. I watch her show. Support her. We have a Nazi problem. A serious one. Listen to a little bit more.
see, the cat is now out of the bag. Like, we would have never known about this secret society had, those hackers not made their way in. We would have never known that. And all those people on that list, and by the way, and Cory Booker, at this point, you just need to resign.
Remember Cory Booker, the theater guy who liked to pretend he give a fuck, but yet he support genocide? Huh? Him and that Hakeem Jeffrey dude. Oh my God, that's just the Democrats. Whew. It's one big club and we're not in it. And they don't give a flying fuck about us.
Because every time I turn around, it's something else that's coming out about you, and it's really, really scary. I think this guy did a really good job of basically saying what I think some of us have been complaining about or thinking for quite some time. Don't be turned off by the mask, but what you really need to pay attention to is the message that he says here. So Proud Socialists shared this, and this is what it all wraps up to be.
Wealthy elites want you focused on the theater, the endless public debates, the voting booths, and the red versus blue circus. Meanwhile, the actual decisions dictating our reality are hammered out in total secrecy, entirely bypassing the law, Congress, and public accountability. And the latest massive data leak that Swiss hacktivists submitted to be leaked by Wire.com completely stripped the illusion of an exclusive, invitation-only syndicate known as the Dialogue Group. Founded by tech billionaire and Palantir co-founder Peter Thiel, this hidden network isn't a theory, and the leaked internal directory and verified files expose a shadow coalition where the global tech elite, corporate media chiefs, and top-tier politicians from both sides of the aisle meet behind closed doors to plan our future.
You hear that, right? To plan our future. They planned COVID. Look what happened. Ebola is killing people in Africa because someone cut, what? and destroyed that agency. And you know he's the trillionaire, and he's one of the best friends with this clown. The vice president is his puppet. They needed dumbass Trump. They needed him so they can destroy our democracy, create a new techno-fascist reality. Oh, it get worse. Oh, it get worse.
And the evidence of systemic corruption embedded in these leaks is staggering. The leaked database exposes sitting U.S. senators from opposing parties, university presidents from Stanford and Harvard, tech CEOs, and media executives working in unison, and proving exactly what the Epstein files had exposed, that both sides are working together behind closed doors.
And
every fucking time we think we're making progress, these hateful bastards tear democracy down. You know, I'm lost for words. I know I'm not going to waste my time going to some voting booths unless they're like Bandani or someone who believe in democracy and don't take dark money. See how these people took over our government, controlling our government because they always had control of our government. Man, you're talking about all the way back. These secret societies been running the government and hanging black people from trees and causing all types of chaos and murder around the country. Why they claim they believe in democracy? For them, not for us. They support genocide, for God's sakes. Funding it. Making sure they boy have the weapons to carry it out. Not only over in the Middle East, but look at Africa. Look at Central America. And they call them shithole countries. You know why they shithole countries? Because of racism. Listen.
That both sides are working together behind closed doors.
And everything else that we see on television, on the news, that's all theater. They pretend to hate each other in public and behind closed doors. See how they meet together to keep the establishment going? They're all pro-establishment. They're all pro-Israel from what I saw. I mean, you got Jonathan Greenblatt from the ADL up in there. They're pro-Israel, they're pro-establishment, and they're pro-artificial intelligence.
So when Greenblatt took his little bald-headed white ass on corporate TV, pretending that people who standing up for human rights hate Jews, it was all theater. They need an excuse so they can commit murder on an industrial scale. And they want to do that to all of us. Why do you think they got concentration camps and the Democrats aren't doing a goddamn thing? Matter of fact, if you go back and look at it, them motherfuckers appointed every one of those fucking racist bastards to those seats. Some of them got so bad they had to leave, but you notice the media ain't following them motherfuckers like they was following Benghazi. See the game? Begin to pick it up? And Chuck Schumer and the governor of New York marched in a parade with terrorists from the Middle East. And all the media did was demonize Bandani for not showing up to march with the terrorists. They're showing us, man. They're showing us who they are. And we're sitting here believing we live in a true goddamn democracy. We never lived in one. We never had a democracy. As long as rich, racist, white supremacists with too much money and don't pay taxes control our fucking government and our fucking leaders. Listen to a little bit more.
And I just told you, bankers, intelligence agency members, you got journalists, you got private equity, why is Cory Booker in a secret society with Jared Kushner if the Trumps are such a problem? And from what I understand, Ivanka is good friends with Biden's daughters.
Everyone could be a Zionist. That's what Joe Biden said. So we began to put the picture together, the puzzle. Thank God for these hackers and her. I love this woman. I support her show. Go find it on YouTube. and listen to her, okay? She don't take sides. She see through the bullshit just like I do. Folks, they stripping black people of their voting rights while they lock brown and black people up in concentration camps if they're not murdering them over a fucking box of diapers. Don't you see it now? I feel like Neo in the Matrix. I can see it. I can see the whole thing. Listen.
Human targets and monitor domestic communication. And deeper investigations reveal their true target and what they openly discuss as the network state and secret society models, which is that they view traditional human rights and citizen laws as failed experiments, and their goal is to replace public accountability with corporate-led enclaves, completely isolating themselves from the laws forced onto the rest of us.
See what I'm saying? They see us as disposable. This is what I was talking about. That's part of the reason why they don't really do anything for us, guys. And they see us as part of the problem. And it's crazy. But like I said, like, people used to say these things were just conspiracy, but no, like, these things, secret societies do exist.
This is the system operating at peak efficiency, and they don't care about our borders, our constitution, nor our consent. They meet in secret, build the surveillance apparatus to track our lives, and engineer global crises from high-security retreats. They bypass the law because they believe they are the law, and the system will never validate the truth of its own corruption. But true resilience relies on us, the citizens, refusing to be managed, waking up to the deception, and building decentralized, parallel systems of support that they can neither monitor nor control.
In so many words, folks, we're going to have to start looking out for our own communities. We have to make sure the mayors and the governors who are controlling our states is not bought and paid for by these fuckers and don't belong to no secret society. These people are monsters. They doesn't give a fuck about killing people in unnecessary wars. They are monsters. Look at the money they're making. Look at what they're wasting with that clown in the White House. These people are monsters. Look what they've done to CBS. And look what they're doing to Paramount and HBO. Boycott that shit. Boycott Walmart. Boycott. You know, one thing about poor people, I want to say this. You go where the prices are cheap. You might know that the ownership of those companies don't give a fuck about you, but, you know, they are giving you deals. And they do create jobs. Jobs that doesn't pay a living wage is not a fucking job. It's part of the trap. You're working, 32 hours a week, and you still got to get assistance? And then they bitching about that because they want more tax cuts. But they have trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to waste on SpaceX and surveillance in these data centers. But no money to help the working class. So they play us against each other, white, black, yellow, brown. They want us fighting amongst each other while they get richer and richer and richer. And like I said before I close this out, voting is not going to save us. It's going to take a revolution. And a lot of you are not ready for that. The reason I say it's going to take a revolution, look at black folks. It's going to be 250-year anniversary of this racist ass fucking country. And how much progress have we made that they done destroyed? Think about it. One dude controlled the Supreme Court, got billions of dollars to stack that Supreme Court, and the Democrats and the Confederates rubber stamped it by having theater hearings like they was going to stop those clowns from becoming Chief Justices. They knew what the plan was. They know. We're the fools, believing in something that they never believed in. You know, in so many words, fuck America. It's over. It's over. I would never waste my time listening to a politician unless they like Bandani, who cares for the citizens of their state or their town, working for the people. That's what we need. We want a government for the people, by the people, not for the rich only. tax cuts because they don't want to pay for shit. And one of them became a trillionaire. And the media talking about, oh, he's a trillionaire because he sold SpaceX or made it go public because he done fucked up the government so bad now he could become the government. A fucking Nazi. And that's what we're dealing with. Nazis and Zionists and nutcases. I say boycott. If that doesn't work, civil fucking war. Something got to give. I'll be right back with the rest of the show. You're listening to Open Mic. Go and find her show and support her show. And stay alert, people, because we have a white supremacist neo-Nazi problem.